Hi guys, I'm P. Um, Unavailable. So I'm a photographer. Mm, Started with making photograph, then I going to make studying my images, and now I, I run a production company. And it's been nice because everything happened in just like a year of working every single day, and working non-stop, like every single day. Like when I mean every single day, if I'm not creating, I'm working on myself. If I'm not working on myself, I'm doing other stuff. And with that, I've been grateful for me being able to get featured on so many things like PhotoVogue and even getting to the picks of the day of PhotoVogue, getting to the best of Vogue, and also um, um, go like a make feature, a make magazine feature, and I also I've gotten um, um, I also have gotten. I'm also exhibiting in London next month. I'm exhibiting in London next month. Strength is silent, and I'm so happy because I've always felt like the image is supposed to be somewhere, but I've always felt it in my heart that the image is supposed to be somewhere. But I'm glad I'm exhibiting it in London. I'm also this year winner for fashion photographer for Splash, and I'm grateful. What do you think? Okay. Um, in a in a world full of content, why do you personally feel the need to create? Oh, that's nice. Um, you create for authenticity. You don't create because you feel like, oh, you want to get like recognized or for clout or for anything. You create because this is what you love doing. This is you, and this is how you express yourself and stuff. So, another question is, a lot of creative struggle with pricing and value. How do you sell your visual identity without compromising your art? Man, I feel like that has been a very stressful thing to deal with, and I feel like it's more of like everybody wants to open the next new thing, right? And you trying to balance your art and you trying to like balance your visual identity without compromising your art is you setting rules, because if you don't set rules, nobody's going to know how to treat you. Nobody's going to tell you, oh, because you're this. I've met people who come to meet me, oh, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, blah blah blah. But me, I'm telling you, like, have you gone to see my page? Have you seen how I work? That's how I work. And like, the thing is, where the balancing comes in place is, you can't give me somebody else stuff to come and, oh, you want to create the exact same thing. I'm also going to tell you, oh, I don't create that, or I can't do that. So I feel like for me, always going to find my market people, and I'm also going to connect with them in whatever way we could connect with each other. So um so I'm having this question: how do I approach marketing? Okay, I think especially in the world of visuals, travel fast, and attention, I think I've answered that. And when you are planning a campaign or project, what is the biggest thing you think about the story, the audience, or the impact? Man, I think that's really, really, really so. Because like right now we're in a car to shoot like a campaign for Big Dreams, and like, I feel like I care more about like the story and the impact. So I don't think, the audience comes last, but I think I think about the story more, and that's it. So I'm also having What advice would you give young creatives trying to stand out without copying what's already popular? So I think it comes. I mean, people need to understand that everything you see has been done. So why would you want to go back and do the same thing that somebody else has done? Why not just do what you can do that is different, or why don't you just do you? Because all this comes from a place where I feel like people you I mean it's more of understanding that the same way you're looking at somebody's work, you don't know the patience that God has given this person to endure to get to this point. So I mean, like, I feel like you just going to, like, oh, okay, you not being original, you failed already as an artist, because you need to be you. You need to be you. Everyone else is already taken. So I feel like you just need to just be authentic. Authenticity has made me lose a lot of people, has made me lose a lot of things. But I'm also going to stay like that, because you have to also be you. Your market people are coming, everything is coming. So I feel like my advice to young creative is just be authentic. So from my okay, from on this question is saying, from your perspective, how well is the Ghanaian or African creative industry supporting photographers in reaching global spaces? Man, we're having this conversation on. I was shooting my friend's brand, Tsunami, and I mean, I was talking to Victor, who is also a photographer in Nigeria. So we're having this conversation, and we're talking how um the African creative industry are just like, we are the one putting, like, Africa on the map right now, and we're also like, for me, I'm also gonna say, like, for these people are not trying to put us on the map. These people are already cool with this particular set of people that they already know. So they don't care about, like, I don't think they care. Am I going to say, I don't think they care, or maybe they haven't really found our shit. But I mean, at the same time, it's more of like, we just putting our country and our where we are from on the map, but we don't also get that same energy from our country. We don't also They don't also support us. I mean, like, you go to Lagos, we're having this conversation, and everywhere just changing, people upgrading, thinking, oh, this way of life of this new modern house and everything. I mean, like, we can't get a place to create anymore very well in Lagos, because everything is turning into like a whole different type of thing. So I feel like from my perspective, I mean, the creative industry, um and everything, you need to also support your creative, because I mean, like, these are your people. If you don't support them, are you going to start supporting someone else that just because they are popular, or just because they are this? Or I mean, I feel like I believe in individualism, where I mean, it's cool if you don't have to like the person's stuff, you don't have to do, but I feel like you should also give credit to people that, oh, I mean, these people are doing an amazing job. It's coming out from so so and so place. It's not easy, but beyond all odds. So another question is, do you think there is a solid system here for creative, or are we still building one? So for me, I'm going to say there's no creative system for creative. There's no creative system for creative, and you have to set your own pace. You have to set your own standard. You have to set everything, and I'm like, it's so stressful, because for me, I've been able to work from January to now, right? If I was in somewhere else, it would have been different. Why? Because the environment is also going to push you. Everything is going to push you. But now we're in this space that nobody gives a fuck what you're doing. Nobody cares what you're doing. So I feel like there's no solid system, but we're building one for creative. I mean, like, for me, I don't really care who is at the top. I don't care about anything. But um I'm concerned about, like, other creatives. That's why I'm making everything impactful. I'm also trying to I'm also glad I'm inspiring young creatives to also create, because I mean, like, it's not easy. So you see, I've been able to create from every single day from January to now. So if I haven't created as much as I need to create with much intensity, I wouldn't have gotten anything that I've gotten. So that's to tell you that opportunities are always there, right? But at the same time, you have to make these opportunities yourself. Like, I mean, like, look at how like life is so fragile, because it's more of like, um if I didn't work, if I decided that, oh, I was going to work today, or I won't work tomorrow, or I'll work this way, I would have gotten to my destination, but it's going to take longer time. So I feel like, shout out to young creatives. We're building a solid ground for the next generations of creatives, and we're also going to push this to the max. Like, we don't really care. I'm pushing editorial, right? I'm pushing editorial. I'm pushing creativity as a whole. For me, I can't wait to, because I look forward to building a culture where Deterra is well recognized everywhere, and why people need to understand, because people just look at Deterra, I would love to do this, and when they are on it, they don't even understand. So I feel like we're creating a system where it's going to be favorable for young creative. How important are platforms like PhotoVogue for creative coming out of Africa? Man, big shout out to PhotoVogue, right? Because the thing is, it's so fucked up that people don't even believe in your work. Do you understand? People don't believe in your work. People don't believe in whatever you're doing. People don't even care. But like, the fact that PhotoVogue, I feel like the fact that PhotoVogue started picking my work, people start seeing, okay, okay, maybe this guy has a point or something. Maybe this guy, because PhotoVogue is more of like a platform where it trains your eyes to see further, like further on images that, okay, man, anything Vogue is speaking, they know what they are doing. So am I going to listen to people that don't know what they are doing, or am I going to listen to a bunch of people because they don't like my work? I mean, nobody liked my work, but as soon as the photo Vogue and everything started coming into place, people started respecting you as a person that, okay, I think this guy, he knows what he's doing. For PhotoVogue to be on your stuff, okay, that means he knows what he's doing. So I feel like platform like PhotoVogue has really been helpful. I won't lie, because I mean, the first day I got my picture of the day, I got like almost like 300, I be 400 followers, right? And I also got like an international job, and I mean, like, I feel like PhotoVogue is really nice and it's really really cool. And it has really changed. I mean, like, when you see like my international, like, in reaching out to the international people, it has made everything easy for me. Why? Because I'm able to connect. These people are able to see my stuff. Them posting it on their page is really insane, because there are so many people that are like really dying to get there. But I mean, it's just there. But PhotoVogue is like one of the best. I mean, like, that's the same way I'm feeling like Africans, you need to push your creative, because, like, I mean, with Photovogue just pushing me and now like just getting to this point, it's been amazing. So I'm also going to say, I'm seeing many creative face challenges like limited finances, gas, and industrial access. How did you navigate obstacles in your early days? Um, in my early days, I'm always coming to Accra to create, right? And I mean, like, in my early days, I feel like it was just really more of like what you can do. It wasn't really about what you have, right? And I'm not saying what you have don't matter. What you have also matter, but it's more of like, you can't really change. You can't really change what you don't have, right? What you don't have, you don't have it. So you can't really hide it. So I feel like for me, I was using my MacBook to edit, and my MacBook crashed, and I just had to fall back to start using my phone to edit my images. Why? Because I mean, it's cool and it's comfortable for me, and I mean, like, so I feel like um it's not easy, right? But I mean, at the same time, everybody has priorities. In as much we're facing challenges or facing so many things, man, I'm going through a whole lot, but creating has to keep going because that's my only hope, right? That's my, I mean, like for things to change, you have to create. You never can tell every opportunity you take. I rather create than pay a bunch of bills that I'm still going to start looking for money to also want to sort the other bills coming up again. I rather create because creating is like sending message to the universe that okay, I mean, you're also trying, you're trying to put yourself out there, and I mean, navigating through these obstacles has not been easy. I'm still going through the obstacles because the greater you are, the greater the obstacles. And I mean, I had things driving me from period of time to period of time, and I mean, um, I think staying pure has made me really, um, really, not see things as obstacles. I see obstacles as ways for me to get to know myself. Stress. I mean, I feel like I like being stressed because that's when your brain is supposed to be active, but stress and obstacle keeps you really, 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 really up on your feet and lets you know that okay, I mean, this is not really like, I mean, life is not like a dress rehearsal. So I mean, like, I feel like we all need these obstacles, depending on what you call it. If you see it as obstacle, it becomes an obstacle. But if you don't see it as an obstacle, then it's not an obstacle. So I'm having another question. What is one struggle you had that people don't usually see behind the final image? Man, the creating, I mean, people don't see what it takes to want to create because people feel like they shouldn't be collaborating, right? And that you as a photographer, you are supposed to be paying them, and you are supposed to be paying. But the thing is, collaborating is it's not really about. It's about just instead of us staying idle, why not just us just do something? It's not even about because if we're talking about each other's value or anything, I can't pay you, right? Because you're going to charge so. But I mean the fact that you also want to um grow, because for me I feel like if I'm not aligning with your growth, I don't think you should collaborate with me, or I don't think you should do anything. So I feel like my on one struggle that people don't see is what you go through, because nobody care. People feel like it's your project, so nobody cares about anything. And now when the success comes for the image, everybody is like, this, that. But I mean, it's part of life. For me, I feel like I'm enjoying every process, the good, the bad, the worst, and I enjoy the worst and the bad because I learn a lot from it. So if someone is working with a very limited resources, what's the smartest way for them to make their work stand out and travel far? Um, if you're working with a limited resources, like we're about to work on a limited resources right now, and I mean, I feel like it's just for you to put your heart into it and not look into the resources. Because every questions that you guys are asking me, I'm seeing on this thing, I'm literally going through it at this moment. Like at this moment, I'm facing my own obstacles, I'm facing everything. But at the same time, I feel like you see, so we're having this limited money to create this project, but I'm also going to put my heart into it. I'm also going to make sure it comes out nice. I don't care. I'm also going to find way, put up with the best team to put it out, to deliver this project to um the client that is having limited resources. So I feel like the smartest way for you um to make your work stand out and travel far is to be yourself and be authentic and put your heart into it, because once that moment passes, you can't have that moment anymore. Even if you go back and reshoot it, you can't have that moment. So personal and future vision. Okay, what do you think makes you different as creative photographer? What's the P in the unavailable that the world doesn't know yet? um what do I think makes me different as a creative? What makes me creative? What makes me different from other, from Mr. A or Mr. B, is because I'm just myself. Like I don't really care if anybody accept me or anything. I'm me, right? And at the same time, we are also trying to, we're not just trying to create, we're trying to change the culture where creatives, I mean, for me, the reason why I'm giving this my all, I'm not trying out, oh, I have to go to school for this or I have to do that. No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to push through this way that I've been pushing. We're trying to push this whole thing. We're not also, I feel like people are getting it wrong because we're not trying to push just like a creative journey. We're also trying to impact people and make people that are not doing anything feel lazy, right? I mean, you should be doing something. Well, everybody could have excuses of, oh, don't do this, do that. But I feel like for me, I'm always like, what makes me different is just my work ethic. My work ethic is really, really, really crazy. Because if I'm more creating images, I'm working on myself. If I'm more working on myself, I'm boxing. If I'm not boxing, I'm going to the gym. I'm going through self talk, and I'm working myself through this process. And I mean, I'm feeding myself with information and quality information. What makes me different from people, my other creatives, is the information I'm having. And I mean, I'm so glad to have this information in this creative world to navigate through. And I mean, I don't see any destination. I don't see anything. I mean, it's really crazy. But so I mean, the P is just. I mean, the P is just like. I mean, just like unavailable photographer. So, but I mean, like the whole context of this unavailable photographer is me just being unavailable for noise, me being unavailable for things that no longer that doesn't serve my process. You see, like going out to party, going out to do this, do that is not really my thing. So I knew that people were going to. I mean, bunch of people send me tickets. Oh, I think you should come to this. I think you should come to that. And I just compare the odds and I look at it. Does it align with my creative process or my creative vision? What growth can I get from that? I mean, if I can't get any growth from that, I don't think I should leave my house. I only leave my house only if necessary and if it's beneficial to my vision. Because every single day, everything you're doing has to be beneficial to your vision and beneficial to your future. Because I mean, we're living in the future right now. There's no, your future is what you make it. And now I'm so glad that I'm in a space where I could prove my work and I mean, like I could work every single day. So the unavailable is more of like we just being unavailable for BS and just focus on the work. Why yet work, and that's just it. So, what's one thing you wish people understood about your creative journey? Hmm. I feel people need to understand that open opening an Instagram and just coming up to like, man, you've been through a whole lot. To, I mean, you're just like on, man, you don't care. I mean, opinions are cheap, right? You could be doing, if I'm not doing something right, nobody's going to have an opinion of, okay, you should try this, you should do this, you should do that. So I feel like one thing I want people to understand is I feel like people don't understand that my creative journey is not easy to be me because I'm always like trying to process so many things at the same time since I'm creating every single day. I mean, I should like I'm always trying to like see the marks of myself. Like, okay, how do I? Even if I'm tired, I'm also shooting like trying out to shoot like 60 models in a day, right? Things like that. I've been doing all that. Like, I'm also like I feel like people need to understand that I'm not just a creative. Like, I mean, like we're living in a world where people are trying to bring AI into place. Are you just going to sit there and just stay and just stay? I mean, this is like a machine with a human. So like for me, I'm not just going to sit there and we're dealing with issues of people Africa not supporting creative or not pushing out their creative people and stuff, and now they are bringing AI to mess everything. But I feel like it's going to be really difficult because people dealing with originality, but at the same time, God has His own reason for everything. So I feel like everything is going to work um in His own perfect timing, and I want, yeah. So looking ahead, what would you want the world to remember about your work and your story? I would want the world to remember that I'm always myself. 23 hours of the day, and I would want people to understand that my work has been about my struggle. My work has been about what I go through, and subconsciously, whosoever I'm photographing, my struggle just appears somehow. Even like when I photograph Strength in Silence, I wasn't expecting it to be that way. But I mean, like, my struggle just had a way to show up in my camera, and now it's just really there. So I feel like I want people to understand that. I want people to remember that. I mean, we did this by just opening an Instagram and just started posting and just started doing us. We didn't get. I didn't go up and start asking somebody, "Oh, how do I do this? How do I do that?" Because everybody's trying to figure their shit out. So I feel like I want people to about my work. I want people to. My work hasn't even started reaching its full potential because when you make a new image, like it takes time for it to grow. I'm waiting for us to pass through this era, and I mean bringing my work back to show people that, oh, this was what you guys were missing out. This is why we should do this. That is why we should do that. That is this. Do you understand? So I feel like um looking ahead, and I want the world to remember my work as a struggle based work. The photographer is struggling, dealing with so many issues, and fighting for his life, and I mean, like, also, and I mean, just trying to survive, and I mean, that's just it. So I'm going through the questions that I've missed out, and so let me go through them. Okay, I think when you're planning, okay, how do you approach marketing in the world full of okay. So what's like your creative process like, and concept to execution? Do ideas come naturally or do you chase them? Yeah, idea comes to you, but you just have to catch them. Like, you just have to catch the idea and just open it. Because for me, I feel like my creative process is not really serious. As I'm here, I'll just sit, and I mean, whatever I want to do, I'll just execute it anytime. I don't think I need to wait for a makeup artist, or I need to make on this, I need to work on that for me to execute anything I need to execute. So it comes naturally to me, and I mean, I'm really grateful. My creative process is not difficult. I know what I want. When you're working with somebody that knows what you want, you just get directly to what you want. So I mean, it's been nice and it's been cool. I mean, going through all these questions. I mean, I might not be the best person because I don't even know. I just know how to express myself through my work, but I might not be the best person through this. But I mean, shout out to creative. I mean, pushing myself. I mean, if I've not spent so much in pushing myself, I can't even calculate. But pushing myself, shout out to creative out there, and with time, I feel like with time I would also be giving out to creative people that I'm seeing on my Instagram that are passionate, that don't have cameras, that don't have laptop and stuff. I would also be giving out to them, like putting them on without taking anything from them, or putting them on without guiding them, making them understand that there is something called structure. I've been able to get to this point within just a year, right? I had to think, I had to work on myself, I had to build structure, I had to understand what I was doing. I mean, it's really crazy, but I'm here and I'm doing this, and I'm really grateful. And I mean, like, what I want you guys to not just believe in me, like, as just like a creative, but I mean, I want you to understand that we're also going to change the editorial space. I mean, we also dealing with AI. I don't think I'm cool with the AI stuff, but I mean, like, it just makes us more lazy, and I mean, we're losing ourselves every single day. So I feel like dealing with I don't know, but we'll get through that. But at the same time, I mean, creative out there, I think I don't want you to feel overwhelmed if people are not supporting it because you're doing something right. And I mean, like, if your shit is not popping out, where about pricing, the thing is, you can't give yourself a pricing, right? Because somebody might come and say, imagine I don't have like a price. like a fixed price list for anything. It's depending on your job. That's when I'll give you like a price that okay, this is what I charge, and if you don't pay, cool. Like there's no fixed price for it. You can't have a fixed price for it. This is not like a business, or it's not like a commodity, or like a marketplace where you go and you buy this or you buy that. Do you understand? So it's more of like prices change, things change over time. So you can't come and say, oh, this is your particular budget. Or that's why I don't believe in posting, oh, book me or do this, do that. I don't care if you book me, I don't care about anything. But I mean, at the same time, depending on the way the job is coming, right? That's the same way you know what to create around the pricing. But there's no fixed price for creativity. Do you understand? There's no fixed price for creativity. Don't go and put, oh, I'm charging 500K, and now they'll bring job for you that is worth like 10 million naira, and you're now like, oh, 500K. So I feel like pricing is something that is going to come naturally to you. You understand? There's no fixed price for anything, and be yourself. Take the risk. Go through it. I'm going through it because I'm going through I'm also going through some type of way that shit where investing in yourself and also failing is not easy. But I mean, like, you failed a couple times, but like we keep going no matter what every single day. Because we have a dream, we won't stop, and we have a purpose driving us. There's a reason for us to live. There's a reason why we're alive today. I mean, it's really great. I'm really grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for every single thing that we are going through as creative. And I'm really glad that God is able to put me on this era to change things for other creatives, and for me not being. I'm more. I'm more of the world, right? You can't see me going partying or going there or going to this or do that or one thing, or like all I'm about. I'm just focused on educating like my audience. If you could see on my Instagram, I'm more about like putting out information for my audience. I feel like for you, just be you. I'm already myself, and I'm already coming out to represent creatives in Africa. And I mean, it's really like a nice stuff. And I mean, being recognized internationally, Converse creative director reaching out to me, oh wow, you're doing amazing, your work is really cool. I mean, like, bunch of people. We have Under Armour, we have like Under Armour, yes, we have like Under Armour reaching out, but the price, like the pricing wasn't really my thing. That should tell you that I don't work with brand because brand is really big. I work with brand because of what you're driving out and stuff. So I mean, like, there are still other stuff, and I mean, like, there's still other people trying to also take, and I mean, like, so it's also really cool. We've gotten like so much jobs, so much thing, and I'm really grateful for being myself. And I hope everybody, you while watching this whole thing, you're also inspired to be yourself and not be controlled. Because for me, I feel like I refuse to be controlled by the system. Refuse to be controlled by this is how this thing is supposed to be. That is how this whole thing is supposed to be. I don't go rules. Like, for me, I don't care if I'm being left out. That's why I see when other people are doing everything right. In having a vision and a purpose, you have to live some certain way. Like, seeing, for me, I'm just really on my own P. Like, right now, I can't be pushing. I feel like creative makes it very hard for yourself because now you're trying to push to a point that you know that you're pushing your creative point, but you're also going around like living a very weird life, like carrying like different, hanging around with girls, hanging around with things that are wasting your time that is not adding to your growth. Those things are going to frustrate you with time. And you need something higher than yourself. You need God. You need anything that you believe in to to work on yourself, to also push you to get to that point. Because I've pushed this point to get to this point by just purity. Like, when I mean purity, like knowing that I'm a king. A king doesn't really a king doesn't mean that, oh, you have to be with everybody or be around everybody or chatter your energy with everybody, because going around sleep with this, sleep with that, do these things that are really not important to my growth. I don't really involve myself, and I'm also really just minding my business and just pushing. This is the craft. I'm here to do the craft, right? So I'm more focused. I'm committed to my goals. really happy I'm doing this, and like I'm super grateful. I'm super grateful. I mean, so I'm so grateful. This is I'm not doing. I'm doing a one exhibition in my entire life, right? I'm doing just one exhibition in my entire life, which is like the stadium exhibition, where I don't care if it's going to take 5 years to do that, but that's what I want to do. The whole London exhibition, um, the senior director of Outnet reached out to me and was like, she wanted to invite Strength in Silence, and I'm like, oh, cool, do your thing. Do you understand? So like we're exhibiting in London. I'm super grateful. I'm so happy, right? I'm so happy because I just tired of I just it's more like I just tired of this year. I started editorial this year with Kelly Morgan, a stylist in Accra, trying to structure me, tell me, oh, if you're doing this particular thing, you stay where you are, you won't go further. So I feel like having people like Kelly, where is a stylist, is giving me um his full workshop, like his full because he has like a big place where a storeroom, a big storeroom that there's so much clothes that I should create whatever I want to create. I was creating every single day, right? Having someone like Kelly pushing me up. Like there are times that um Kelly is also Kelly has become my brother, right? And like he's just like a brother to me. And like I can't really wait to also start getting, for me, I feel like soon I'll be bringing the biggest jobs to Nigeria and Accra to shoot, and I'm really excited about it. What God is doing in my life, and I'm grateful. Thank you for everybody putting me on. Like you can't really just do it all by yourself, right? But at the same time, you need some certain type of people. And how do you find these people? You find these people by just being yourself and working in your part, right? Even as Kelly has his own information, I have my own information. Everybody's doing their thing, but I'm really grateful. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful to be able to, while seeing so many artists, I've been able to work with so many artists. Like I've been able to work with so many artists and so many people. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for everything, and I'm more focused on my process. And I'm more of like a one type of person. I believe in concept of just getting a particular person and getting married and focus on your journey. So I don't believe in like the noise on the outside world. You have to be this, you have to be that. I don't believe you have to. I'm not really. Even from my point of life, you could see like I'm not really like a materialistic person, and also like and I feel like I just don't want to. Like with time, everything is going to align itself, and I'm grateful to be helping on this and this particular episode and on this whole thing, talking about you and asking this question and answering them. And like it's really cool. And I don't know if I touch base on everything I'm supposed to touch, but thank you so much, and I really appreciate. See you guys next time.